What has he been able to do on both ends of the ball for you guys, especially with all the injuries you guys have?
He's just been consistently dominant. We've been saying this since before the All-Star break, where we thought he was deserving to be an All-Star, because I can't tell you bigs that are playing better than Jarrett Allen. He's just been phenomenal, and it's a testament to him as a human being, as a basketball player, like to just want to do more to help the team win, and that's who J.A. is.
Coach, also, George Niang's just in his third start and played 35 minutes tonight, and he's been the vocal leader now with Donovan being out. What has he added both on the court and as a vocal leader for you guys?
He brings a toughness and a grit. He is extremely versatile on both ends of the floor. Obviously, he has the experience. He's never afraid of the moment. He obviously has the ability to make shots, which, forces teams to play defensively a little different, how they have to spread their defense. But he's just a tough guy, and he's just a winner. And whatever he needs to do, he just goes out and makes the play to help us win.
Daryl. Didn't look like Darius was going to let you lose this one tonight. You just talked about it.
Yeah. He willed us, and I was so happy to see, fourth quarter, overtime, ball in his hands, and he makes plays. And he made play after play, whether it was scoring, whether it was facilitating. He took the game over. He made plays to Jarrett. And, defensively, he switched, kept guys in front of him, was physical in that end, too. So the game was in his hands, and we were going to live or die with it.
I mean, you guys to beat the top teams in both conferences, Boston earlier this week, and then you take Minnesota down tonight. What can they do for you?
Again, it just, shows who we are and what we're capable of. I know you guys get tired of hearing me say it, but it's a testament to the guys that are in that locker room. Their character, their spirit, their connectedness, the way they love to compete together, the way they refuse to just let each other down. It's a special group in that locker room.
Jackson.
Jackson Flickinger right down Euclid. Darius had a season high in 26 field goal attempts. Why is it so important for him to be that aggressive?
Because defenses have to, gravitate to him. And typically it's not one guy who can stay in front of him. And he's an elite passer. So now once you decide to put two guys on him, he's capable of making the next play. And again, I think you saw tonight was a, clear example of that. And also the different ways that he can make shots. Obviously he took 10 threes tonight, but he made shots at all levels. He got to the rim. He made his little floaters, those types of things. So defenses are always guessing. They can't anticipate what he's going to do.
He struggled some since the All-Star break, finishing in the paint. What does it mean to have a game like this against an opponent like the Timberwolves?
Again, we know what Darius is capable of, and we believe in Darius wholeheartedly. And in the NBA, guys go through, ups and downs, but the great ones figure out a way to come out. And he puts the time in. He works his tail off. His teammates believe in him, support him, trust him, and we know he's going to make the plays when we need him.
You talk about Isaac Okoro all the time, but how about the defense tonight on Edwards?
He's the best perimeter defender in the league, hands down. And he doesn't get enough credit for it because it's defense, and people don't think, it's sexy. But there is no one in the league that can do the things Isaac Okoro can do on the defensive end of the floor. There is no other player in the NBA who can keep his man in front of him and force people into tough shots the way that Isaac Okoro can. There is no other player in the NBA who can get through screens and get back in front of his man so that we don't have to help, and he can play one-on-one defense the way that Isaac Okoro can.
Evan David right down Euclid. J.B. Jarrett sometimes struggled at times in the heat open the game, but he still finishes the night with 33 and 18. But what really pops out is the fact that he had 21 free throw attempts. So you just impressed with how physical and dominant Jarrett was on the interior tonight.
Yeah, he was forceful, and he left them no choice. He obviously missed some of the shots that he typically makes, but sometimes he found his way to get him back, and go back to the rim. And he didn't stop going. He didn't let the contact deter him from getting to the basket and doing his job. And, when you play with that assertiveness, that aggressiveness, teams have tough decisions to make. And, you're not going to be able to stop him from getting to his spot and finishing the way that he does. So he kept going, kept being forceful, and they fouled him a ton.
And while you guys have been missing players, Jarrett has consistently stepped up and just bringing that level every single day. Has that just been a bit of a saving grace for you as a coach, just knowing you have a guy in your corner who's always just going to bring it to the next level when you guys are kind of up in the end?
The greatest talent in the NBA is dependability, and Jarrett Allen is dependable. For a coach to wake up in the morning and know that you've got Jarrett Allen on your team eases your soul. Because every single night he's going to go out and give you everything he has, and that's enough to help you win.